effective, and he did make some tweaks throughout the tournament. But most of what we saw, it's a variety of a cover 2 sink, and that gives you the soft squats on the outside. And the reason the soft squats are important to have on the outside is because you start with a soft squat. You can turn them into hard flats with a coverage audible down, and then you can turn them into cloud flats with a coverage audible up.
A tip we've given before, and it's just 3 simple button presses to go from soft squats. What do soft squats do?
They will play the area depending on like the routes around them. So like if it's a vertical route, he'll run in theory and play a man on a vertical, and if it's an underneath route, he'll play like a hard flat. So like he'll run and go with them. Like he gets more depth. It's like almost like over the top coverage.
Right. And then so that's how it starts, and then you have over the top gives you clouds.
Over the top gives you clouds.
Now what's good about clouds?
Clouds, they will play. It's basically like a buzz zone. Is like essentially what it's gonna play.
It's gonna look to go deep and then
Right.
drop short.
Right. So when you say like, I just want to show like a curl flat. A curl flat's job is it's gonna play a curl and then it's gonna play the flat first. A cloud flat is gonna play like the way a buzz would drop to like you think it's gonna drop to the corner, but it's gonna play deep first, then attack short. So there's a slight difference, and then you obviously have the hard flat, which is gonna just play and attack the short flat.
Yeah, that's how you're gonna be more likely to get beat down, because he's not gonna really carry the route, and then you got to fit it in. But yeah, he's not gonna carry the route. So great for playing the flat, great for locking it down and telling, hey, I said play a hard flat. So that's the soft squat. So that's kind of the base of the coverage, and you got the 2 vertical hooks that are going to run with it.
2 vert hooks. That's very important that you notice that they're vert hooks.
Yeah.
Because what these guys do, it's the next layer. These receivers, based on the alignment, will match up and play man according to zone principles. So if it's a streak, they'll run and play man. Sometimes they'll play zone based on routes. So he gets a very hybrid style defense. And then what we saw is he was using this linebacker. There were some tactics he was doing to take more advantage of it, of which we won't share just because that's more specific to what he was doing, and I don't want to call that out. Then the last thing he did is it was some variety of taking the outside linebackers, sometimes rushing them a very small percentage, and then other times taking them and manning them up on receivers. So it was like this is somewhat of the setup. Somewhat like that, some of the different things, and then he was doing other tactics with his linebacker to make the play more powerful, of which that's probably the most important part of the whole defense was what he was doing with the middle linebacker. But that's more his tip versus anyone else's tip, right? That's what makes him great. But this is an understanding of what you guys at home were seeing, and it made it really difficult to pass. We're talking up and down the entire tournament. He had the best pound-for-pound pass defense we have seen this year.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Even Spot Me Please could not move the ball. One of the best offenses in the tournament. There was no offensive touchdowns in that last game, 17-3, all defense.
He did. Spot Me did say after, he's like, he had my bunch locked up. He said, he had me in a paper bag. Thankfully, I got the defensive touchdowns. Mm-hmm. So, Spot Me, who scored 35 in a game, is saying that, then the defense was legit. So go to more Tampa 2, mix around with your flats and your cloud flats, use that middle linebacker, watch the D. Jones game tape, and make sure if you want to man guys up depending on formation, depending on styles, keep an eye out. A lot of people are doing it, but that's kind of how he was doing it, more of a coverage style D than blitz style D, and shout out to him for making a great run at the tournament.